Alright, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we are going to be going over the LR UI Goku's EZA, because of course it is going to be dropping very soon on Global Dokkan for the countdown celebration of 9th year anniversary. Yes, not part 1, not part 2, not part 3, the countdown of 9th year anniversary is going to have an EZA like this. So when you're getting a busted EZA for the countdown of a celebration, that's how you know the celebration's about to be really crazy. Which, spoiler alert, I guess, it is. 9th year anniversary is really insane. But anyway, before we get into the details of LR UI Goku, I do want to go over his EZA event briefly. So we're going to be doing a team guide on this, obviously, when it's a little closer to releasing. But for now, or if you guys just don't really care about that and you're confident in building your own team, the weakness is Universe Survival Saga. So just bring a bunch of LRs on this category. You'll be fine. And you definitely should be doing this, not only because, obviously, you get 30 stones for, 9th year anniversary, because we got some really crazy banners incoming. So you're going to want to make sure you get as many stones for said banners, but also you get the medals to EZA this guy, which, like I said, is really crazy. You get some Kais, you get some Zenny, some Orbs, whole lot of good stuff. You definitely should be doing this, and for most players, it should be fairly easy. So anyway, just to go ahead and get into the UI Goku's details, his leader skill is Realm of Gods, category Ki +4, HP and attack and defense plus 150%, or Super STR type Ki +4, HP and attack and defense plus 100%. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to be completely honest, this is not that good. For newer players, free-to-play players, this might have a little bit of value, I guess. Maybe for like Ultimate Clash, you might be able to use the Super STR part of his leader skill, but other than that, basically no value with his leader skill, which is fine. A lot of these EZAs, they don't really have good leader skills anyway. You kind of want to save the leader skill slot for the new Dokkan Fest units or the Carnival LRs, whatever, because those are like the 200% leader skills that are actually useful. So this guy not having a good leader skill, it's not surprising. I'm just saying, most of the time, you're probably not going to have much value with this. And then his 12 key is that he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, disables enemy's guard, causes colossal damage to enemy, and lowers defense. So nice little bump right here to his attack and defense, but other than that, nothing too crazy with his 12 key. His 18 key is that he greatly raises the attack and defense for 1 turn, disables enemy's guard, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and raises allies' attack by 50% for 1 turn. So to get the most amount of value with this right here, you're going to have to throw him in slot 1, which isn't going to be difficult because this guy has a lot of dodge. So if you just want to slap him in slot 1, let him do his thing, hopefully he's going to dodge all the attacks, which most of the time he probably will. Then, of course, he's going to support everyone on the rotation for 50% attack. And then also, after he supers, he's getting a lot of stats. You're going to get this on 18 key, and then this, however many additionals you get. So, definitely good super attack effects overall. I would say, considering it's a dodging unit, so they didn't really have to go that crazy with his super attack effects, they still gave him a lot with his super attack effects. So, definitely a lot of value there. His passive is that he gets 177% to stats, 4 key, a great chance of evading enemies' attack for 7 turns from start of turn, and then it drops to a high chance starting from the 8th turn, but then he gets another chance of evading enemies' attack plus 7% before receiving an attack per Reps Universe 7 category ally attacking in the same turn. Okay. That might sound a little tricky to get, especially because you have to have him in slot 1 to make any use out of that, because it's before he's attacking. And then also it's restricted to however many Reps Universe 7 category allies you have in the same turn. But, like, hear me out. After this anniversary, we're getting the EZA for the 6th year anniversary LRs. We're getting the EZA for the Blue Goku and the Blue Vegeta. And then I guess that's pretty much it. But those are 3 very top tier EZAs. And in the near future, I'm sure we'll get the EZA for the Golden Frieza in the 17. We'll get the EZA for the LR Universe 7. Who else? I guess that's pretty much it on the Reps Universe 7, huh? Yeah, other than like a few like banner unit EZAs. Those are the main like summonable EZAs that we're going to be getting. But once we get those EZAs, and even now, it's not really that big of a deal to get this restriction off. Like, it's not that difficult. And when the 6th year anniversary LRs do get their EZA, you're probably going to be running this guy next to them regardless because they link very well together. So, let's just say you have a rotation, both 6th year anniversary LRs and this guy. The lowest his dodge is going to be at is 64% chance. So a 64% chance to dodge, and this guy's stats are going to be pretty good because pretty decent start of turn buffs, good super attack effects, and then there's other things we're going to go over here in a minute. And then also, you've got, these juggernauts on the other 2 slots who are just going to crush the event. So overall, this guy does have some pretty good setups for him. I don't think this is necessarily, a buzzkill or anything like that. You could still kind of work around this and get a pretty good rotation or a good team going on. So yeah, he's got that, which does suck because it's a restriction, but like I said, you could make it work. And then he gets another 77% defense for the rest of battle after evading an enemy's attack. Okay, that's obviously pretty good. And then he gets 77% attack for the rest of battle after evading an attack as the first attacker in a turn. Like I said, most of the time you're probably going to throw him in slot 1 anyway, so then the rest of the rotation can make use out of this support, so that's not really going to be that tricky to get. And then he gets an additional 1 key up to 7, and then attack and defense and chance of performing a critical hit plus 11%, up to 77% with every attack evaded. So once you're fully built up, and after you super, his stats are going to be really impressive, considering he's going to have a 70% chance to dodge for the first 7 turns, and then a high chance to dodge after that. Which, by the way, most events, you're typically wrapping up, you know, turns 6, 7, 8, 9. So for like 90% of the fight, you're going to have that 70% chance to dodge. And then by the time it wears off, you're probably going to have this fully built up. You're going to have the extra little buffs right here, and then also a lot of other things going on in his kit that's going to make him useful. So between the crits, between the dodge, all the attack and defense buffs, yes, he's going to be good. And technically the support, yeah, this guy's going to be really insane. I would say the only issue right now is how you want to run him with other Reps Universe 7 units. So like before the 6-year anniversary LRs get their EZA, so for this next like month and a half period, it might be a little tricky to run him because this category is not good right now. It just kind of sucks. But then once we get, you know, their EZAs, the 6-year anniversary EZAs, you'll have a much better setup with him, and you'll be able to start working with his team builds. I'll say that. His link set, I mean, like I said, well, obviously link set and categories aren't going to change with his EZA, but I still want to go over it and how it kind of fits in the current meta right now in Dokkan. But his link set is pretty good. He's got a lot of Tournament of Power links and, like, you know, God Key links, which can be good depending on who you're running him with. There's only a few units who he's going to link very well with, but those few units happen to be some of the best damn units in the game with the 6-year anniversary LRs. So I'll cut him some slack. His link set is pretty good overall. And then, you know, he's got like Prepared for Battle, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, Over in a Flash, Legendary Power, which are all very common links. But then, you know, Tournament of Power and Godly Power, little trickier to get. But as I said, some specific top tier units that get their EZA during the 9th year anniversary do have those links. So they're going to link very well with this guy. And then his categories, dude, you're going to have so many teams you're going to be able to run him on. Unfortunately, you're going to be missing this if you don't have him with other Reps Universe 7 units, because, like, I don't know, on Goku Family, you might not have Reps Universe 7 units you're going to want to run him with. I mean, I guess you could throw a couple units on there. You could throw this guy and then maybe, like, Blue Kaioken and Goku, but this guy isn't really the greatest defensively, so you might struggle a little with him. But still, a lot of teams, so you definitely won't struggle in terms of, like, units that you could throw next to him. It's just you're going to be missing out on a little bit of extra dodge that you could be getting with that right there. So, just a good unit overall, man. His EZA, really busted. And he's going to be getting a ton of help for this anniversary as well. Like I said, with the 6-year anniversary LRs and the Blue Kaioken, Goku, and Vegeta. So, this guy's just going to be in a very good spot. And, again, a great EZA overall. So, let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking of EZA LR UI Goku. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.